So, from 2008, when I started teaching CISO classes, the common thing about being a CISO is that you're constantly bombarded with data. You're constantly bombarded with a lot of information that comes from a lot of sources, a lot of different sources, I should say. Some of them are your vendors, some of them are data, free data that are out there in the internet. You don't know which one is true, which one is not. Some of them are your own knowledge, your own experience, but that's just you. So you keep doubting your limitation of knowledge, limitation of experience, as vast as it is. So as a CISO, it's always this place that we want to know more. The three cycles of what we know that we know, what we know that we don't know, and then the third cycle above everything, which we don't know ever, how big it is, how vast it is, the things we don't know that we don't know. So as a CISO, when I started back then, 2008, um, thinking about there's a problem and there has to be another way, there has to be a solution for this. This is the basis of AQUILA. This is where the idea was born, of having the ability to put everything in one place, to put everything in one place that I can read and relate to, and not just me as the subject matter expert in the room, as the CISO, but also those that I work with. So either my students or business owners, my clients, my colleagues, you call them whatever you want, but people that are not experts need to be in a position that they can make a decision. That's what basically is all about risk management. You need to be able to make a decision, even if this is not your area of expertise. So from 2008 to 2026 today, 18 years, we still don't have this capability. And that one led me back in 2022, 4 years ago, to start actually building AQUILA. There are many technologies out there. A lot of them are doing all-in-one this, all-in-one that, all-in-one GRC, all-in-one monitoring, all-in-one cybersecurity niche area, which is great. But at the end of this, as a CISO, as a cybersecurity person, I need to put together the picture. There's a greater picture than all this all-in-one here and there. So each one of the all-in-one is specializing in a different area. The different angles of cybersecurity needs to be connected. So that's what I did with AQUILA since 2022. And I'm glad to say that I see the market actually following this path today, 2026, coming 2027, mid 2026. And I'm already seeing the technologies of 2027. The discussions out there are all about consolidation of information. The sources of information, great. We can filter those. We can say, okay, this one is more relevant than others, but um, the decision is made when the whole picture is brought to life. When I can put or not just put the picture, but also understand the picture. I think that understanding the picture is more important than putting the picture together. And I'll give a couple of examples here. So the picture can be put together by integrating um, my systems into my monitoring stack of technology. Okay, whatever I do, whether I work with a vendor, an MSSP, monitoring technique, or monitoring service, this or another. Great. That's just part of the picture. The other side of the picture can be phishing campaigns or phishing tests that we run. The other side of the picture is identity management. Now, if you put all of this together, there's a story to be told, and that one cannot be told to me by my SIEM technology, right? By monitoring services. It can be put together by me as a CISO because I understand the implication of each one of those angles. And I just gave three very simple technology related examples. There are many other many other examples out there, sorry. The examples can be physical controls. I can have an employee traveling across the other side of the world, yet their user is being used locally in one end of my business. And that picture can be put together today already, and many years ago already, by putting these sources of information together in what we call monitoring. But again, monitoring is a planet, is a world by itself. Take a look from the outside. Take a look at the solar system. Okay? take a look at how all the other planets are relating to each other, and that's AQUILA. AQUILA, at the heart of it, is the C4I. C4I is a concept we use in the military, or those very complicated cybersecurity technologies that we need to put together the whole information coming from all these sources in front of a decision maker, and the decision maker doesn't have to be cybersecurity expert, in front of the decision maker to make a decision. So it's a concept of C4I. So basically, AQUILA defines the C4I category for the commercial use, not just the military, not just government use, the way it's used today. We're bringing the C4I to the market to help decision makers make decisions based on consolidated data, information, knowledge, experience, people in the room, people outside the room, other organizations, my vendors, what they say about my vendors, and everything, basically all the pieces of information that today as a CISO I need to put together to build the picture, the holistic picture. And I think that's the one that is changing the game for a lot of CISOs out there. And that's what AQUILA is here.